Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely, and Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely as well too. I say Shalom to you Akim out there, and this is another sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of this news article from the RT.com as of March 23rd, 2023, and it reads, Pentagon starts redeployment to deter Russia and China, from the Wall Street Journal, and it reads, U.S. Defense Department will bring new attack aircraft to Europe and the Pacific, the newspaper reports. And it says the United States will send decades-old A-10 attack planes to the Middle East, replacing more advanced aircraft currently stationed in the region, which it instead intends to deploy in Europe and the Pacific, the Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday. The redeployment, which is expected in April, will mean that the U.S. will reserve more sophisticated aircraft to counter perceived threats from Russia and China, right, as the United States have more tensions are stirring up between them and Russia and China. And that's a growing, increasing rumor of war right there. You know, the United States have tension between those two nations, and those two nations are allies as well too. It says the older A10 plans are considered by the Pentagon are sufficient to protect U.S. interests in the Middle East. It says that the imperative is to get the most suitable aircraft to the Pacific for a higher threat challenge. The Wall Street Journal quoted the retired U.S. Air Force Major General Larry Stutzmeyer, if I pronounce his name right, as saying the United States and some of its allies has expressed concern at possible Chinese military expansionism in the Pacific region. And it says Washington viewed China as its pacing threat per Nation Defense Review. Documents reviewed by the Pentagon last year, effectively meaning that the U.S. sees the Asian nation as a rival to its interests and value, according to the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Russia was described in the same document as a two threat. U.S. and the Russian jet-fighter aircraft regularly fly over Syria, with the Wall Street Journal citing U.S. officials calling the Russian aggressive units increasingly aggressive. The redeployment scheme is part of the larger U.S. plan to retain a small but significant presence of naval and ground forces in the Middle East, despite its military withdrawal from Afghanistan in 2021, which was 2.5 years ago. American troops have been maintaining links with some Iraqi and Syrian partners in the region as it fends off challengers from the Islamic State militants, killing around 700 last year alone, according to the U.S. military data. A-10 attack plans, which are 4 decades old, are not considered to be significant to deal with the Chinese advanced military technology, but retain utilities against ground forces or military groups in the Middle East, the Wall Street Journal says. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be ye not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet by and by. Right? Because now with this latest news article coming out, that the United States is going to build more of they're going to redeploy and increase more of their military presence in the Middle East and the Pacific Ocean as well too, as tensions between Russia and China, because Russia and China are allies against the United States, and the United States are their allies as well too, because the United States' biggest ally is Israel. Because at the same time you have, while the United States and Israel are big allies, then you got Russia and China allies, then you got Iran versus Israel, tensions are increasing over that. And then you got the United States versus Russia and China at an all-time high as well too. So that's why it says, but the end is not yet by and by, because these tensions are definitely going to continue to stir up more and more and more. In the next verse, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10 of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, Then say he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, and that's what we are seeing. Nation shall rise against nation, and it's going to continue to increase. And this is a recent news article just came out from the Wall Street Journal, from RT.com as of March 23rd, 2023. As it says again, Pentagon starts redeployment to deter Russia and China. As it says, the U.S. Defense Department will bring in new attack aircraft to Europe and the Pacific. The news paper reports. So the tensions are definitely stirring up between the United States versus Russia and China. So this is a building up of more wars and rumors of wars and heating up, and more nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom as well too. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from the Wall Street Journal as of March 23rd, 2023, from RT.com, RT News, RT World, alternative news around the world. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.